Hi guys, this is Ratchet Troll, and we are playing Criminal Case Conspiracy, and we are going to case number 17, still in the greens. Now we're facing death. Oh. I like how this guy died, so... Hey Katrina, have you seen Robert? I've been looking for you everywhere. I think he's run out with his VR headset again. We haven't seen him, but we'll tell you if we do. Thanks, I'm really sorry to worry about him, you know. The dreamlike game is highly addictive and Robert is seriously into it. He had a good reason to worry, Abir, especially after we found that person who forgot to eat or drink while they were playing it. On top of that, we know that Dreamlight Harbor Code is security company to guard their satellite. That VR company has to be up to something. I agree that Dreamlight is probably up to something, but you'll have to put it on the back burner. I have your next assignment. A yoga teacher has been murdered at a yoga studio called the Shala. You need to get their stat. Roger that, Chief. Katrina, let's get to that yoga studio. Oh, a yoga teacher. Well, no wonder he was in a really special position. It was a yoga position. But how did he die? Well, yeah, some sort of yoga position it was. And judging by how his head was in this water, I think he drowned. Whoa, the yoga teacher is in pretty bad shape. I didn't even know he was gonna make that shape at all. Sorry, something in my throat. Damn it. Looks like he was drowned in a water feature, but that water is pretty shallow. Damn it. I shouldn't have started like this. In this state. I was fine before I started recording this video, so the others will tell us everything we need to know. There's all called this murder in, but there's no one to greet us. Maybe this metal plate could reveal more about the studio. Let's dust it. You guys read it, I'm not gonna do it. Let's see, how did this yoga teacher die? Hello, Katrina. I was thinking of taking yoga classes again, but after seeing Victim's fate, I've changed my mind. As this summarized, the victim was indeed drowned in the stream that runs through the studio. It appears that the victim was surprised by an attacker while in this complicated yoga pose. Although he tried, he didn't manage to extricate himself from the posture in time. So he was defenseless against his killer. Yes, and at some point during the struggle, the killer grabbed the victim by the hair and tore out some of his dreadlocks. You see, the bruise on the victim's neck indicate that the killer used their right hand to hold the victim's head under the water. Given that the dominant hand is always used for an action requiring maximum strength, it is safe to say that the killer is right-handed. So the killer used their right hand to kill the victim, huh? Well, pretty soon they'll use it to take an oath before the judge. Okay, so he was drowned while he was in a yoga position. And he was he was in a pretty tangled yoga position, so he didn't have time to, yeah, he couldn't defend himself. The Shala founded by Guruji. This must be that guy. The metal place seems to be about this yoga school, the Shala, and it says that some guy named Guruji founded it. Oh, you're right, dude. That guy founded this yoga studio, he would know who the victim is. Let's go speak with this Guruji and ask him about the victim. Okay. Alright, let's now restore this torn cloth. Oh, of course. Every event is both cause and effect. I can't read it now. The top quote you piece together seems to be a banner. There's a blue person talking to a not blue guy who has a fancy mustache. Yeah, it doesn't tell us much what's written on it will. It reads every event is both cause and effect, such as karma. And right underneath it says, I will be the instrument of karma. All this makes no sense to me. Maybe Gabriel can figure this matter out. Well, something to do with yoga. And in whatever those yoga teachers and practitioners believed. You must hear about the murder. I don't want to call you before my meditation practice. You call us about a murdered yoga teacher that went to meditate. I guess he will restore your inner calm. What can you tell us about the victim? His name was Scott Morris, and he was my star teacher. But you see, I'm not at all worried about his death. How can you say that? He was murdered right here in your yoga studio. That is not the end. Scott believed, as I do, in reincarnation. He will return. I was his spiritual teacher, he's bound to me. We will meet again. Oh, yeah. If you say so. But in the meantime, I went to solve his murder. Did you not change the victim's behavior recently? Well, nice you mention it. Scott was spending more and more time meditating in a garden these days. Then we should definitely have a look at the garden. Thank you for your help, Mr. Guruji. Okay. Alright, let's investigate the Zen garden. We are just going outside. Looks beautiful, I must say. You're right, Katina. Yoga Man bag has the victim's name on it. You should definitely have a rummage through it. That tablet could be important. We'll know more once you unlock it. Okay. Alright, let's first search the victim's bag. Where are you? There. Click on it. Simple games, a Lyle Bass, and a number. You found a video game store loyalty card in the victim's yoga bag. That's not what I was expecting from such a spiritual guy, but what do I know? Nice catch, the name of the card is the victim's. This card belongs to Lyle Bass, and there's a phone number. You're right, Katie. We should call that phone number and get this Lyle Bass guy to the station. He can tell us why his loyalty card was in the victim's yoga bag. Maybe he gave it to him. Alright, now let's unlock this tablet. Oh, it's the victim, and who's the other guy? Good job, that is a lot. Did you try anything interesting, Katria? There seems to be an article about the yoga studio on this tablet. Looks like there's a photo of the victim leaning on some really big guy. Wait to find out who this stranger is. We should run this photo and get the database back into precinct. I don't know, guys, but I think he's familiar. I don't know, he looks familiar. It's gotta be somebody I know. He's bald and he has... or maybe he's not familiar. Or maybe he's not. You identify Max Gaines. According to the database mystery man for the photo with the victim is a certain Max Gaines. Well, here's hoping that Mr. Gaines can tell us more about the victim. They seem to have been close. Oh, he's not somebody I know. I thought he was that bald, muscled guy from the first season in the last Casey Financial Center. The guy who was tested on some drug that was supposed to make soldiers into super soldiers. I thought he was that guy. So, sorry, guys. Mr. Bass, we found your video against Total Loyalty card in Scott Boyd's possessions. Any idea why he would have it? Well, that sounds like classic Scott. He's my roommate and he's worried that I don't spend enough time outside, so I guess he took my card to keep me from getting more video games. Don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, and he's always got rent, always on time. Well, I'm afraid Scott won't be making rent this month. He was murdered at the yoga studio. What? Someone murdered Scott? Dude, how am I gonna pay rent this month? Oh, you only care about rent, dude. And you don't care about that your roommate is dead? Wow. Let's go talk to... Oh, he's a yoga student, so... Mr. Gaines, we called you in to ask you about Scott Morris. Scott, where is he? Is he in trouble? He may have been. We found Scott murdered at the yoga studio where he taught. Scott was murdered? How could this be? Who would have wanted to murder such a kind and generous person? It appears that you two were close. Do you also teach at the studio? No, I studied there. Scott was my life coach. He changed my entire worldview. After I was kicked out of anger management therapy, Scott taught me how to harness my inner fire for a better purpose. But now, what will I do? Without Scott, I might end up right back where I started. Okay, so everybody shows some great words about the victim, but is there somebody who hated him, who would hate him so he can kill him? We'll see about it. Let's check out the banner message. Katia, how familiar are you with the concept of karma? Not really. Is that when what you do comes back to you? Well, it's a little more confused, but essentially that's true. What goes around comes around. If whoever wrote this message believed they were meting out justice, and given you said it was right by the victim, it was likely written by the killer. The killer felt that murder was a punishment the victim deserved. But if that message reads every event is both cause and effect, such as karma, is that some kind of quote? If that what it is, the killer quoted the Bhagavad Gita, an ancient Indian text that lays out the entire concept of yoga. There is no doubt that the killer is familiar with the Bhagavad Gita, although they perverted it for their own goals. So killer is familiar with this ancient Indian text. Well, Dektia, you'll need to serve them a cup of instant karma. Yeah. Look, there looks like murder can strike anywhere, even in a serene place like a yoga studio. We have a yoga teacher drawn in the very room where he taught. Even though the studio owner alerted us to the murder, he seemed unconcerned by his star's teacher's death. He kept talking about reincarnation instead. Meanwhile, Max Gaines was singing the victim's praises. He said Scott Morris turned his life around. His roommate also said great things about the victim, so who could have killed this supposed paragon of virtue? Katia, I have great news. Heard about your latest murder investigation, so I decided to do a little slaughtering of my own near the yoga studio. I got a hold of some security footage from the kombucha shop on the corner, and... Katia, I believe I found video footage of the killer. Really? Did you? Oh, okay then. You're just gonna point us to the next crime scene, so... Okay. We're gonna start here, we're gonna continue playing in chapter 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!